Hey everyone, welcome back to Covers and Commentary, and welcome to another episode of Drummer Reacts. And as always, you all love me reacting to Otome music, and this is a song that I am actually more familiar with than I was with the last one. I hadn't heard the original version of Godish in a long time. However, I have heard the original Hatsune Miku Deco 27 version of Otome Dissection pretty recently. And then I discovered that Otto did a cover of it, which is freaking awesome. So today, I'm going to be listening to this one because making Vocaloid covers is, oh man, it's its own challenge. I've done a few. I did one for Yobanashi Deceives.
Oh my god, you're underhanded. Listen to this beating heart. Hear all the greed, the faltery, the only reality.
And I had to change the tempo. I had to cut things together that just had to be cut together because I couldn't match the speed of a synthesized voice. Like, it's just insane. So let's see another instance of Otto just being an incredible vocalist. Yes, I'm going in presuming that that's what's going to happen. Let's do it. Oh! Whoa! Already, we're going back. We're just listening to that whole thing again. Because that was some range. It's like middle of a range. Yep. Up one. And then just drops. Oh! Already impressed. Just already impressed. I'm gonna just sit back, relax, and enjoy this. This is, oh man. All right, let's do this. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah. I forgot. That's cool. So they do the offbeat. So they double up on the tempo, or not the tempo, but they double up on the beats for the vocals. So like you have this kind of thing going on. What is my cat doing? This is why I normally try to record earlier in the day, because she's usually asleep at that point. Anyway, yeah, they do a double up on the beats that are hit in the tempo with the vocals. Have a listen here. No, it's triplets. Sorry. Yeah. She even gets the harmonies that the Vocaloid already had. Oh, I want to hear this chorus. Oh, I love that guitar! That's so good! Yeah. Whoa! She's not even in her head voice for that last bit. She was belting that. Let's start that chorus over again. Yeah, she's relying on her head voice a lot. Yeah. Yeah. She's not even in her head voice for the last part. That's definitely her head voice. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, or if you're new here, obviously I pause a lot to explain things. When I say head voice, so if I'm trying to hit a note and I'm belting out like somewhere in there, which was a super flat and awful note, so I apologize. But if I'm trying to be like da 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 da, I can do that, and then I can do that kind of thing. Head voice is more where it's what a lot of people consider to be like the prettier voice when you're trying to hit higher notes. Whereas when you're belting, you're just going for that note in your chest. You know, you're using more of your diaphragm, which you should always use your diaphragm when you sing, but you're using more of that to just belt the note out instead of pushing it up into your head and using, you know, some of your more nasally tones. Anyway, let's keep going. It's just impressive that she was able to do that on such a high note in that portion of the song. That's what I was getting at. That's so good. I love that guitar. Oh, wait. Yeah, so hold on. Yeah, I love that guitar in the... I'm so off for the key on that. Yeah, they got a little like steel guitar, or like a... Yeah, they got a nice guitar going in the right ear here. Oh, we got some vocal fry. I love it. Listen to that. Duh. Oh. Oh! He even got it into the chorus. So instead of da 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 da, she's going da 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 da. Like, oh man, that's so cool. Because the last one was like way more da 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 da, like head voices, like da da. That's a perfect example of what I was talking about, where you're using the, you know, you're using your head voice, but then she's hitting the same notes, but in a totally different way, and it still works. All right, we're going back and hearing that one more time, and then we're going to continue on. Oh, man. And then goes right into the head voice. Oh, yeah, there's the second half of the chorus. More, please. Oh. Dang. Like, this would have impressed me alone, but knowing what the original of this song was with Hatsune Miku, this is just amazing. And the composition of this is just different enough that it really does, it fits the tone, but it's almost more powerful than the other one. Or at least it feels like it. I could be off base on that one. Oh, she's not singing the regular, she's singing the harmonized version. She's singing the different, yes, sorry. We've had that same tone before, but listen to this. Yes. Dang. Oh no. Oh, I missed the 5 million subscriber stream. Dang it. Wow. Just wow. That, like, amazing. Oh, amazing. Just, I'm going to play a brief portion here of the original for you, just so that you have reference of what it was. I'm going to play a small section here so you can hear where I was coming from in terms of my previous references. So this was the original. And actually, she keeps that high note and then drops down way low in Otto's version, and Hatsune Miku, they just keep her at the higher point. Let's find the chorus here. We'll do the chorus bit here. And I want to hear with how this differs. Nope. Nope, the music composition was almost the same. It's just Otto's vocals that changed the whole feel. Let's one more time. Yeah. The only difference, the biggest difference you're going to find with Vocaloid is just that the range that they can get to without sounding like it's straining, or you can get some pretty insane ranges out of Vocaloid because it's just a synthesized voice anyway. But like, Otto nailed that. Oh my god, that was amazing. Well, as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I really do. And let me know down in the comments. Like, leave more comments of songs you want me to listen to. I listened to End Up Dead by Nick Thrall Mavromantis, and none of you watched it. So, I mean, that's fine, but whatever. Leave some more comments down below. I will try to get to them. I am already building a list, which I remember being a thing when I used to do reactions to anime, so I'm excited to see that starting to happen again with music. However, you know, don't expect them in a timely fashion because I only do 2 a week, which I only do 2 a week. If you make sure to subscribe, then you will actually catch them every time they come up. Just be sure to hit the bell. Also like, so that you can actually, you know, notably bump me in the algorithm, and hopefully we can get somewhere with this channel. Aside from that, thank you all so much again for watching. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a good one.